You are in the middle of a Tuesday when the call comes. Not a bad Tuesday, not a good one, a regular one. You are eating lunch at your desk. Leftover pasta. A browser tab you meant to close 3 days ago. The kind of afternoon that disappears without record. The call is from an attorney named Carver, based in Dayton, Ohio. He speaks carefully. The way people speak when they are delivering news they have delivered before. Your great-aunt passed away 11 days ago. You met her twice. Once at a family reunion when you were 9. Once at a funeral you barely remember. She was quiet. She kept to herself. She never married, she never talked about money. Under the terms of her estate, she has left you her house. You do not speak. It is a single-family home in a suburb of Dayton you have never visited. 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths. She owned it outright. No mortgage, no lien. The title is clean. The estate is yours to claim. You have 30 days to respond. You set down your fork. The pasta goes cold. You do not finish it. You drive to Dayton on a Saturday. 4 hours. You do not tell many people where you're going or why. The house is on Elm Creek Drive, a quiet street, mature trees, neighbors who watch from windows without waving. You pull up and you sit in the car for longer than you need to. It is not what you expected. The roof is original. The gutters are pulling away from the fascia on the north side. The front porch has soft spots you feel through the soles of your shoes. The yard has not been maintained in at least 2 years. Inside is worse and better at the same time. The bones are good. Solid mid-century construction. Hardwood floors under the carpet. You find them in the corner of the bedroom where the carpet has lifted. The layout is functional. The ceilings are high enough. But the kitchen is 1987. The single bathroom upstairs has a slow drain and a window that has been painted shut. The water heater is original to the house. The electrical panel has fuses, not breakers. An inspector will flag this immediately. You hire one anyway. His report comes back at 38 pages. The headline number is $54,000. That is what it would cost to bring the house to a condition that is sound, sellable, and up to current code. Not beautiful, not renovated. Just sound. You did not budget for $54,000. You did not budget for anything. You did not know this was coming. The house, in its current condition, would sell for approximately $119,000. In renovated condition, comparable sales on Elm Creek Drive sit between $187,000 and $204,000. You sit with those numbers for a long time. You are not a real estate investor. You have never been a real estate investor. You have a savings account, a 401k you have not looked at since you set it up, and a monthly budget that works if nothing breaks. Now you have a house. 3 paths exist. You write them down on paper because writing things down is how you think. You sell it as is. You list it quickly, price it at $112,000 to move it fast, pay closing costs and attorney fees, and walk away with somewhere around $96,000 after everything. Clean. Simple. Done in 60 days. The money is real and in your account, and you never have to think about Elm Creek Drive again. You renovate and sell. You borrow against the estate to fund the $54,000 in repairs, spend 4 months managing contractors in a city 4 hours from where you live, and sell it renovated at $192,000. After the renovation costs, agent fees, holding costs, and taxes on the gain, you net somewhere in the range of $118,000 to $127,000. More money. Significantly more time. Significantly more risk. Or you rent it. The rental market in Dayton has changed. You look at the data. Comparable 3-bedroom homes on similar streets are renting for $1,350 to $1,475 per month. If you make targeted repairs, the roof, the electrical panel, the water heater, you can make it habitable and rentable for approximately $28,000. Not perfect, not renovated, rentable. That is a different calculation entirely. That is not a one-time payout. That is a monthly income stream sitting on land you own free and clear. That is a different life running parallel to the one you already have. You think about your great-aunt, who bought this house in 1974 for $31,000, Paid it off quietly, told nobody, and left it to you without explanation. You choose option 3. You find a property manager in Dayton. You interview 3. You hire the second one. She has managed single-family rentals in this zip code for 11 years, and she speaks in specifics, not generalities. Her fee is 9% of collected rent. The $28,000 in repairs takes 6 weeks and costs $31,400. There is always something. The electrical panel alone is $4,200. The roofer finds decking damage that was not in the inspection report. You approve the additional work on a Tuesday afternoon, standing in a parking lot, approving an invoice on your phone for $2,100 you were not expecting. You list it for rent in March. You have a signed lease within 18 days. A family. Both parents working. No prior evictions. First month, last month, security deposit. $1,400 per month. You do the math on the drive home. $1,400 a month. $126 of that goes to the property manager. Call it $1,274 net before maintenance reserves. You set aside $140 a month for repairs and vacancy. You are clearing just over $1,130 a month on an asset that cost you $31,400 out of pocket. That is a cash-on-cash return of 43%. You check the number 3 times because it does not feel real. It is real. What nobody tells you about inheriting a house is what it does to the way you think afterward. You start noticing things you never noticed before. For sale signs, condition of roof lines, zip code data, rental vacancy rates. You look at your own rent, $1,850 a month for an apartment you do not own. Differently now. Not with panic, with a question you cannot stop asking. The house on Elm Creek Drive is not making you rich. $130 a day is not a fortune, but it is yours. It runs while you sleep. It runs while you eat pasta at your desk on regular Tuesdays. The tenant pays down the taxes. The asset appreciates quietly in the background. You have not sold a thing. You think about what your great-aunt understood that you didn't. She never talked about money. She kept her opinions entirely private. She just owned something real, held it for 50 years, maintained it when she had to, and let time do the rest. Her silence no longer seems strange to you. It seems like the whole point. There is a maintenance request in your inbox tonight. The bathroom drain again. Slow. The tenant is patient. You forward it to the property manager before you close your laptop. You are not a real estate investor. You still do not think of yourself that way. But you own a house in Dayton, Ohio. Someone is living in it. It is paying you to exist. And somewhere under the carpet in the back bedroom, there are hardwood floors that were always there, waiting for someone to look. Your great-aunt knew. Now you do too.